Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello, my dear students, grade 1, students of our lovely school, المناهج school. I hope everything is okay. How are you doing? I hope you are fine. Let's get started today. But before I start, I want to just to bring your class book and open your class book to page number 113. Our lesson today is about grammar in conversation. Grammar in conversation. I want you now to open your class book to page number 113. Okay, are you ready? Yeah. As I told you before, our lesson today is grammar in conversation. I want to just look here with me. Grammar in conversation. So you're gonna learn a lot of nice things here. So I want to just to listen to me carefully and focus with me all the time. Okay, let's get started now. But before we start, I want to just listen carefully to the next audio. Okay, let's get started here. Are you ready? But during your listening, my lovely student, I want to just to put your finger under each word here. Okay, ready? Okay, let's get started now.
Pupils Book, Unit 11, page 113. Activity
Yeah, just walk with me word by word.
1. Listen and read.
But I have a question for you before I start. Sorry for you. We have two girls here. Just focus on the words of each one of them. Okay? Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Sabrina. It's Grandma here.
Hello, Grandma.
What are you doing?
I'm reading a book.
What's the weather like there?
It's cloudy.
Is it cold?
No, it isn't.
Is Mum there?
Yes, she is. Mum!
Goodbye, Sabrina.
Bye, Grandma.
Okay, my dear students, I want to just listen again, but just try to underline with me the two questions here. The first one, what are you doing? It's okay. When you come to or when you listen to this question, it just underline this one. And the next question, what's the weather like? What's the weather like? Okay, just listen and circle or underline with me these two questions now.
Pupils Book, Unit 11, page 113. Activity 1. Listen and read.
Hello.
Hello, Sabrina. It's Grandma here.
Hello, Grandma.
What are you doing?
Yeah, just listen carefully to me, my lovely students here. The first question, as I told you before, what are you doing? What are you what are you doing? Okay, the first question, what are you doing? Yeah, as I told you before in the previous lesson, we took this question. What are you doing to ask a person about what he's doing now? What he's doing now? Like I'm reading a book, I'm watching TV, I'm jumping, I'm playing like this. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, and just try to use your voice well here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, you have to say the word what highly. It's okay, you have to say it higher, higher and louder. What are you doing? Like this. What are you doing? Great. I'm reading a book. Okay, the first question. Just listen again.
I'm reading a book.
Yeah.
What's the weather like there?
Yeah, the second question. What's the weather like there? What's the weather like there? Okay, what does mean the word weather? You know, we talked before the word sunny, cloudy, windy, raining, sky, and snowing. So the weather shows all these words. Yeah, all these words. This word shows sky. All these words. Sunny. Yeah. Windy. Yes. Good. Lovely. Haha. This word, the word whether, I want to just focus on this word. The word whether. And here, as you know, we have the sound of T and H like the sound of the. Sorry. Okay. Listen again.
It's cloudy.
Is it cold?
No, it isn't.
Is Mum there?
Yes, she is. Mum!
Goodbye, Sabrina.
Bye, Grandma.
So, my lovely students, I want to just focus from this conversation about two questions here. The first question, what are you doing? What are you doing? And the second question, what's the weather like? What's the weather like? What's the weather like? Okay, I want to just focus with me before we practice acting the conversation. I want you just to focus with me here. So, as I told you before, we have two questions. I want to just focus on these two questions. Okay, let's look here together. Yeah, look with me, my dear students. Okay, the first question, as you can see, who can read this question? Who can read? I can hear you. Yes, I can see every one of you. Yeah, the first question is what's, okay, you know the word what's. Okay, here we have apostrophe S. The short form for the word is, as I told you before, it's okay, we have short form and long form. And I told you before, you can write the short form in the first term. You can remember. You can write the short form of the verb is with what? With using apostrophe or by using here apostrophe s. So the question here, what's the, you know, the sound you studied before, the sound of T and H, the. So the question here, what's the weather? Yeah, we have another T and H. Yes, we have T and H here, and the sound of T and H also here, the, like the, weather. What's the weather? What's the weather? Yes, we have here the sound of E and A, like the sound of short E, like the word pen. So we have what's the weather like? What's the weather like? What's the weather like? Okay, you know, I told you before, the word weather means sunny, cloudy. Okay, what else? You know these words you studied before in the previous lesson. Yes, snowing. Yeah, raining. Great. Hot. Yes, I love you. And I love your answer. What else? Okay, all my students. Great. Yes. I can listen to you. And I can hear you well. It's okay. We have windy. We have cold. Yes, great. That's right. Okay, let's see again, or let's complete our lesson today. Okay, so the first question here, what's the weather like? What's the weather like? Okay, let's see. The second question, what are you doing? And you know this question well because you studied before in the previous lesson also. It's okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? To ask someone about what's he or what's she doing now? What's he or she's doing now? What's he, what he's doing, or what's she's doing now? Okay, let's complete. I have here the first picture here. I want to just to choose the suitable question or the correct question for this picture. Okay, do you think here, if you want to ask this boy, you're gonna ask him now, what are you doing or what's the weather? Just try to think with me. Try to think with me. You have time to think and tell me the correct answer. I'm waiting for your answer. You have time now to answer. You have just 30 seconds to answer me. Okay? Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, you are right. What are you doing? What are you doing? Because he's doing something now. It's okay? Yeah, he answered. He answered you now. He said what here? I am or I am jumping. It's okay. I am jumping. So I'm gonna ask you now a question. What are you doing now, my dear students? What are you doing now? Just right, tell me. Yeah, I'm gonna give you time to tell me your answer. What are you doing now? Yes, I can hear you well. Yes, great. Yeah, I heard the person said, I'm jumping, I'm studying English, I'm watching your video. Yes, that's great. I'm eating, it's okay. I'm anything. I'm reading a book, I'm writing, it's okay. Anything. You can say anything. You can express or you can say what you are doing now. Okay? The second picture, yeah, you're gonna say for this picture, I want to just to ask about it. You would say what? What are you doing? No, teacher. Yeah. What do you think? Yeah, I can hear you, my dear students. Yes, great. What's the weather like? What's the weather like? Yes, great. Because here, haha. So I'm gonna ask you, what's the weather like? Who can tell me? What's the weather like here? Who can tell me? What's the weather like? Yes, right. You took this before. Yeah, it's sunny. It's what? It's sunny. What's the weather like? It's sunny. So, as I told you before, my dear students, you have to just focus with me here, and you have to look again with me. You have to look again here with me. We have two questions here. The first question, what's the weather like? And I told you before, the word weather means what? Means sunny, snowing, raining, sky. You know this word as well. Okay, cold or hot. And the second question here, what are you doing? What are you doing? To say or to ask a person what about what he's doing or what she's doing now. Okay, let's complete this part. Look with me. Yeah, I want to just look here and just I want one of you to ask about this picture and another one to answer him. Okay? Yeah, let's look here. The first one. Who can tell me the right question here? You're gonna ask him, what are you doing or what's the weather like? Yes, I can hear you. Okay, what's the weather like? Who can tell me, what's the weather like here? What's the weather like? Yes, I can hear you. It's sunny. We studied before. It's sunny. Okay, number two. Oh, it's so. What's the weather like? Who can tell me? What's the weather like? Who can tell me what's the weather like? Yeah, it's cold. But I have a question for you, teacher Ahmed. Here, when you answer the question, okay, just look with me before we complete this part. Okay, just wait. Yeah, when we answered this question, what's the weather like? And as you heard in the conversation, and as you can see here, we said what? It's sunny. It's why we said it's Mister? Why? Okay, as you know, and as you talked with us before, you know, we have he, Sky, the friends or the friends of is he, she, it. You know, the friends of is he, she, it. Okay, but here we are talking about what? The weather. The weather, yes, I told you, he for a boy, you know, he for a boy, it's okay, and she for a girl, and she for a girl, but it for things like, or singular things like, or singular thing like door, it is a door, it's okay, yeah, it is a book, it's okay, great, or it's a book, it's a car, great, my dear students, okay, you know this well, it's okay, and here we have today the weather. And the weather is thing. So you will say in your answer about the weather, it is or it's. Okay, my dear students? Okay, let's complete this part. Okay, what's the weather like? It's or it is because it's a thing. It's what? It's cold. Great. Okay, the next. What's the weather like? Just take your time to answer me. Okay. Yes, great. It's windy. Yes. Who will ask me about the next picture? Who will ask me? Yeah, I'm waiting for your question. Okay, I heard a person of you asked me, teacher, what's the weather like? I'm gonna answer you. It's raining. It's what? It's raining. Yes, great. Okay, the next picture. Who will ask me? Yeah, you have time to ask me about this picture now. Yes, I heard you. Yeah, I heard you. You asked me? Yeah, just listen to see I'm right or wrong. You asked me, what's the weather like? What's the weather like? Yes, it's, who will answer, who can answer his friend? Yes, great. It's what? It's sunny. Yes, that's right. Okay, who can answer this question? I'm gonna ask you now, what's the weather like? Yes, I can hear you, my dear students, right? Yes, it's known. It's known. So, my dear students, as I told you before, we have today two questions. You have to focus on them. The first question, as I told you before, okay, let's look here. The first question, what's the weather like? What's the weather like? And as I told you before, the word weather here means to ask about like or shows the word sunny, snowing sky, cold sky, windy, and so on. Okay, and the second question with us today is what are you doing? What are you doing? To ask someone about something he's doing now. Okay, as I showed for you. Okay, you have just focus with me. Let's go back to the conversation again. Okay, I want just to give you time to act this conversation with me now. Just listen to me carefully. Yeah, you have time to act the conversation now. Just listen again. Yeah. Yes. Every one of you, I want to just to take a turn and try to act the conversation at your home, or you can act with your friend. It's okay? Just listen. Yeah. I can hear you well. Yes, great. Just try to act the conversation now. And don't forget our questions today. What are you doing? And what's the weather like? And what's the weather like? Thank you, my dear students, for watching and listening to me today. And I hope everything is okay with you. Don't hesitate to ask me about anything through WhatsApp groups. See you next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.